I do not believe in any paranormal activity in or outside of the house.
He's not like a malevolent ghost. He's a chill ghost.
Ghostly things happen down here.
Definitely a weird energy sometimes.
I don't really know where the ghost comes from or why he's here, but or she or it, but it is most certainly here.
So, this is the netherworld. This is where the house ghost we think lives. The house ghost, no one knows exactly who he is, but the house ghost legends have existed for at least 80 years.
You know, it's typically small things like a book falling off of a library shelf, you know, a window slamming, minor possessions. I think people just lie about all of it. There are a lot of odd characters that have lived here, so their credibility is, especially Caroline.
My name is Caroline, and I'm a senior in Elmo. The first kind of odd encounter I had in the house that I would consider supernatural was my freshman year, pretty early on. But that being said, I'm generally like more superstitious, paranormal, in tune person. So like that didn't, I didn't know if that was just me, because that's like a Caroline thing to happen, or if it was the house. And I mean, that was reaffirmed later that, you know, other people have picked up on it too.
Some people say that if you go in the netherworld and you lock the door and you turn off the lights and you say Pennypacker 3 times, the house ghost will appear to you.
Well, I really think there are only a couple people who have ever said they've experienced a ghost in the library or the basement, and I normally do not talk to them about it. I have neither experienced nor do I believe in a house ghost.
I come from a family that's like, I guess pretty in tune with, you know, spiritual energy. My mom's a big believer in feng shui, so she's always like, you know, been someone who's been conscious and cognizant of that, and who has really, you know, tried to feel the energy of spaces. It's usually just, you know, an internal kind of feeling or reading. In the library, at night especially, you know, I just feel a little skittish. There was one time I took a nap in there, and I was dreaming about someone being in the room with me, and I couldn't move for a while. For about 15 minutes I was immobile, and when I eventually came to and woke up, I just felt a little freaked out.
I think that the ghost is a heterosexual male and is looking for someone to spend a little time with. I think he primarily focuses on women in the house. I have heard of one potentially romantic encounter between a resident and the ghost. So that was disturbing, just, you know, on a normal level, not even paranormal level.
I was sleeping in the library and I heard a man's voice woke me up. It was like pitch black in there, but a man's voice like very clearly woke me up, and I didn't really hear it saying anything. I didn't say my name. It wasn't like spooky. I opened my eyes kind of, and to me it was like, oh, someone's talking to me, like there's a member in here like who walked in. And then I heard the door slam, like to the library, it shut. And then I looked out into the main room, and like the first floor, nobody was there.
When I was living with Caroline last year, one day I walked into our house and I found her in her room, just kind of like wide-eyed and standing there. And I was like, what's up? Like, what have you been up to? And she was like, well, I tried to cast a spell today, but like it didn't work. In just the most like, God damn it, it didn't work kind of way. So if that says anything to you about, you know, whether or not you should believe her experiences with our house ghost, just, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to bias any viewers, but she's a liar.
I don't think they're lying about their experiences, but I think that they are attributing some feeling to something other than what it actually is.
I mean, the ghost is part of the fabric of the house. I mean, you know, I like to believe in the ghost. The ghost is just part of the lore of the house. It's something that unites the different generations.